Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Conor Rosario. All the 40 newly elected MLAs will be administered the oath on Tuesday, the day the tenure of the 7th Goa Assembly ends. Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai summoned the Assembly to convene on 15th March at 11:30 a.m. The Governor has also appointed MLA-elect Ganesh Gaunkar as the pro tem Speaker. He will be administered the oath of office on Monday at the Raj Bhavan.
Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai summoned the Assembly on 15 March. All the 40 newly elected MLAs will be administered the oath on Tuesday. MLA-elect Ganesh Gaunkar will be the pro tem Speaker.
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
Even as they were rounded up and thrown into lockup at the Valpoi police station by the men in uniform, the Pisule farmers say they are not scared. They are firm on keeping up the fight for their rights and against injustice done to them. They informed that a police complaint would be filed against those who beat up Hanumant Parab. They also demanded to release water from the mining pits so that their animals, their plantations and they can survive.
Pisule farmers firm on keeping up the fight for justice. They demand to release the water and remove mud from the fields. Farmers say lawyers are drafting the complaint to be filed against the police.
जाल्यार आमी आमची बायलां हनुमान कोण लेडीज आसा तांकां बी घेवन या नाका चला वचून म्हणलें बेगीन गाडी घेवन गेले आमकां चयले आमी म्हणलें पाणी दिया आनी आमकां कितें कोणा कोणाक एक गुळयो बी कोणाक जाय पडटा कसले कसले बरें जाता गुळयो जाय पडटा ती बी आमकां हाडची पडटा आमी हाडटा म्हणून आमकां गुळयो बी हाडटा म्हणून गेले भितर गेले बरें आमकां एकटे उकळ्यार पुलिशेन थंयसलें सगळें बघ जाल्यार हनुमंताक तो एकटो पूण पुलीस आसलो एकटो आमी ताका वळखता नांव खबर ना तो ताका मारता पूण हांगा आनी गळ्याक घडलो म्हाका आमकां खबर आसा आनी मूड बरें आनी फाटून म्हणजे बागून ताका तो रडटा हांव मागीर फाटून भायर सरलो आनी फुडें फुडें मागीर हांव मागीर कोणाक फोन करून अशें जाता म्हणजे आमकां मारता आमकां मागीर कोण एक कोटा आनी कोणाक हाडपाचें मागीर कोणी कोणी हें करून हें केलें मागीर इतलें त्या फुडें म्हाका आनी काय कळपाचें वेळ आनी सांगतो बी ना
तुम्ही आता तुमची जो आंदोलन आहा तुमची फायट आहा ती चालूच दवरतले
दवरतले
कंप्लेंट बी करपाची आहा म्हणजे पुलिसांचे तुमची मारहाण केली म्हणून
हय आमी आमचे एडवोकेट्स एक सगळे ड्राफ्टींग चालू आसा आमी जे अधिकाऱ्यांनी जे इल्लिगल आमचेर एसॉल्ट केल्लो आसा जो बेदम मारहाण केल्ली आसा तांकां तेजेर आमी हें कंप्लेन फायल करतले फाल्यां करतले अशें आमचें ठरलेलें आसा ती चुकीची आसा आज ज्या लोकांनी मायनींग घोटाळो केलो तेंचेर सरकार एक्शन घेयना मायनींग घोटाळो कोणी केलो गांवांतल्या लोकांनी केलो शेतकऱ्यांनी केलो ना मागीर ते केलो कोणी हे अजून सरकारान तो 35,000 कोटी जो घोटाळो म्हटलेलो तो अजून वसूल जावंक ना आनी आमच्यो गांवांनीतलो खण आसा मीन आसा तो तुमी व्हरतात लोकांच्यो समस्या न सोडयतात हें दुर्दैव आसा आयज कितलीशींच गोरवां गेल्या 2 वर्सांक आमची मेली उदका खातीर अजूनही गोरवांक उदक मेळना ते उदक आमच्या गांवांत आसा मनशांक उदक मेळना झाडां पेडांक उदक मेळना सगळे बागायती नश्ट जाल्ली आसा ही फाटल्यान आतां ही बागायती आसा सगळी नश्ट जाल्ली आसा ही सगळी आनी हें जर पाणी सोडलें त्या नाल्यान लोकांची कुळागरां वाचतली लोकांची सगळी झाडां पेडां वाचतली लोक थंय भाजी कल्टिवेट करता तेंच्या बायांचें उदक वाडटलें आनी हे सगळ्यो आमी मागण्यो मांडल्यो ह्यो टाकयो दिल्यो डिस्ट्रिक्ट मिनरल फंडान ज्यो आमकां टाकयान अजून उदक घालूंक ना हायकोर्टान सांगलें यू वील गेट अ गूड पोर्टेबल वॉटर अजून पर्यंत आमकां उदक कित्याक पोर्टेबल मेळना आनी आमचो थंय हांगा प्रपोज केल्लो आसा एक प्लांट जो वागुऱ्या थंय प्लांट प्रपोज केल्लो आसा NOC खातीर फायल फिरत आसा रेव्हेन्यू दिवपाक गव्हर्मेंटाचे जमनीन गव्हर्मेंटाक NOC घेवपाक कितलो टायम लागता हांव स्वता वचून आयलो ते सेक्रेटरी रेव्हेन्यू कडेन हे सगळे फायल उरले ह्यो गोष्टी आमी फॉलोअप करप हांगाच्यान पणजे वयतलो जाल्यार कमीत ते 1,000चे पेट्रोल लागता अशा परिस्थितीन आमी हें आंदोलन फुडें व्हरता जाल्यार सरकारान हेजेर सिरियसनेस ना हांगासली ग्रामपंचायत हांकां कांयच पडलेलें ना, कित्याक तांच्यांनी सिरियसनेस घेवंक ना, पंच मेंबर कोणीच घेवंक ना. आमदार जे आसा ताका तर कांयच केन्नाच तो येवंक ना हांगासलो पयलींचो आमदार.
Story by Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
The contractor has continued his work of levelling the land for the Mopa Link Road, even as the new government is yet to take office. Along with levelling, the contractor is also carrying testing of soil on different spots from Dargal to Tulaskar Wadi. While the work of the Link Road continues, the affected farmers have also continued their legal battle to stop the work of the Link Road.
The new government has not taken office, yet work on the Mopa Link Road continues. Contractor is also carrying out soil testing. Farmers continue their legal battle to stop the Link Road work.
Ashmita Polgi for Herald TV.
19-year-old Jaden Gomes Pereira from Benaulim safely reached home from Ukraine on Saturday. His parents, Anita and Onofre Gomes Pereira and kin, were relieved to see him back. After waiting anxiously for weeks, they were relieved to meet him at the Dabolim airport. The family was praying for Jaden from the time he was stuck in the bunker on February 24th till the 11th of March, they said.
Jaden Gomes Pereira from Benaulim, last of 21 students, returned home from Ukraine. He spent February 24 till March 11 in a bunker. Jaden was overjoyed to meet his family at Dabolim Airport on Saturday. The family was praying non-stop for his safe return.
So it was, we were very stressed out during this whole period of 15 days, and now it's a relief that he's back. But we were in touch with him all the time. Thankfully, the net, we could contact him. His mobile was charged whenever we called him. And there was net, the internet was on, so we could WhatsApp call him, and I'm grateful for that. And then we had been in touch, and they were sending videos. So they were sending us videos that they are in distress, SOS videos. So we tweeted to the state government, to the government officials at the center, to the Ministry of External Affairs, and they responded. Thankfully, they responded, and they have helped the children move out after that from Sumi. It was not easy. It had to be planned very well. It couldn't just take place like how the west was easily evacuated. East was a problem to evacuate Kharkiv and Sumi. But they planned it out well, and they were successfully, they brought our children back to us.
We knew his evacuation right from the day one. It was very tough because we had seen the distance from the east to west, almost 1,500 kilometers, whereas it is for people, the students were staying with hardly 2 kilometers, 7 kilometers, or 2 hours walking journey, that's all. Whereas this 3 days journey by foot was impossible. There were times earlier, initially they said come to either Poland or come to Romania or come to wherever it is, but it was practically impossible for him to even step out, one step to take out.
Story by Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
A dairy truck rammed into a shop at Mapsa on Saturday night. The impact was such that the wall of the shop came down. The driver also rammed the truck into 2 other vehicles, and due to fear of the people, the driver refused to get down from the truck. The accident occurred near Menezes Pharmacy in Mapsa.
A dairy truck rammed into a shop at Mapsa. The impact was such that the walls of the shop came down. The driver also rammed the truck into two other vehicles. The driver refused to get down from the truck due to fear.
Story by Prakash Gadekar for Herald TV.
Two youth have brandished a knife at two scooterists at Raya. The youth were allegedly drunk and may have even been on drugs, the victims alleged. The scooter rider said he was passing through Raya to drop his friend off after work when the two youth overtook them, started hurling abuses. Subsequently, they did the same thing again of overtaking and abusing them. After locals arrived and beat them up, the youth ran away.
Two youth brandished a knife at two scooterists at Raya. The youth were allegedly drunk and under the influence of drugs, the victims allege. Police did not arrive even after 45 minutes of being intimated. Locals beat up the youth who then ran away.
आमचे तो फ्रेंड ड्युटी आसलेलो तो बारेपाटा वयतालो ड्युटी आसलेलो ताका आमचे फ्रेंड सोडपाक वयतालो हे कोण 10 जाण भुरगे आसलेले तेंच्यान ताका आड घायलो गाडी मारले आनी बेश्टे ताका सुरी घेवन हें करपाक लागले
मारपा येयले
ताका सुरी घेवन
आतां कितल्या जाल्ले
हे आतां ऑलरेडी एक 8:30 9 सुमार
9 जाल्ले
हय 9 जाल्ले तेच्या उपरांत हांव आनी म्हागे फ्रेंड पुलीस स्टेशनार वचून सांगलो पुलीस आमकां सांगता तुम्ही गाडी मारल्या तुम्ही त्यांची कितें हें करपाक गेले आनी अशें तशें म्हणून पुलीस आमकां 100 क्वेशन करता
म्हणजे अजून पुलीस येवना तर
अजून पुलीस येयले ना पळय आतां तेजे उपरांत सगळे इन्सिडंट जाले आमी आमच्या ऑफिसा कडेन एकवट जाले सगळे ड्रायव्हर तेजे उपरांत आमच्या ऑफिसा कडच्यान पास जाताले तेन्ना आमकां रिटर्न आमकां सुरी दाखयता
ओके
तेन्ना आमी येयले आनी ताका येवन आड घातले आनी हांगा हे केले हे धांवले दोगांय सुरी बी सगळी तेंच्या बायक
ही आतां दवरल्या ही बायक केन्ना दवरल्या
आतां दवरल्या
आतां दवरल्या तेंकां
आतां दवरल्या अजून पुलीस पावना कोण पुलिसा फोन मारला 2-3 जाणां मनशान पुलिसा फोन मारला अजून पुलीस येयना हिंगा
पुलीस अजून येवना न्ही
अजून येवना
आनी कोडयलेले आसतना सारके
हय
आनी तुमी पुलीस स्टेशनार वचूनय येयल्या
आमी ऑलरेडी पुलीस स्टेशनार वचून येयल्या
ओके ओके
कशें
आनी हें सांग म्हाका हे इन्सिडंट जाला तेन्ना कोण कोण आशिल्ले
आमी हांव तो 30 जाण आसा आमी
तुमचें नांव
म्हाजें नांव प्रियेश आमोणकर
ओके आनी सुरी कोणा दाखयली
सुरी दाखयले शाबा देसाय
ओके ओके ओके
ताका दाखयली
ओके 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 या ओके आनी पुलीस अजून येवना म्हणटा तूं
अजून पुलीस पावना
ओके
मुगे फ्रेंडा पावपाक पावून येतालो येतना दोग भुरगे
ओके
दोग भुरगे पिले आसले आनी मुखारल्यान वचून आमकां गाडी मारपाक लागला आनी गाडी मुखार येयली आनी अटॅक केली
हय तूं तेजें नांव बी कितें जाणा
तेगेलें नांव आसा मागीर हांव विचारलें तेन्ना थिंगा सायडीन म्हाका म्हणून ताचें नांव सॅबी कळ्ळें तुका तो हांगचो गुंड म्हणून लागले कळ्ळें तुका आनी मग गुंड जाल्यार अशें तुमी रस्त्यार वयताले मनशा अटॅक करता काय म्हणलें गुंड जाल्यार म्हळ्यार म्हाज्यान तेगे बाचाबाच जाली आनी सुरी गाडयेंतल्यान सुरी काडली येदी व्हडली आनी म्हजेर अटॅक करपाक लागलो तो भुरगो म्हाका आडोवपाक आयलो कळ्ळें तुका दुसऱ्यानी भुरग्यांनी अटॅक केले मागीर एक तेंच्या लोकांनी एक जावन मागीर स्टॉप जालें थिंगा मागीर आमी परत हांगा कामार येयले आमी येतना एक परत थिंगच्यान गाडी घेवन आयले गाडी घेवन येयना फुडें कळ्ळें तुका परत सुरी दाखोवंक लागले म्हणटकीर आमगे भुरगे आसले मुगे कली कळ्ळें तुका भुरग्यांनी सगळ्यांनी मेळोन तांकां दोगांक मुखार व्हरून हाडयले आनी एकलो भुरगो असो धांवलो एकलो तसो धांवलो सुरी थंय आहा आनी पुलिसांक आमी फोन केलो आतां पावणे वर जालें आजून म्हणल्यार पुलीस येयली ना कळ्ळें तुका हे अटॅक जावन फाल सकाळ मेले म्हणटरी हे येतले कळ्ळें तुका आतां पळय गाडी पळय हांगा आहा गाडी आतां ते सोडून एकलो तसो धांवला एकलो असो धांवला आनी हांगच्या लोकांनी बीन ताका मारला कळ्ळें तुका लोकांक सगळे एक जावन मारले ताका आनी हे भुरगे गांजा मारताय टायट आसले.
ओके.
फाल्यां सकाळीं हें रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कोण? पुलीस तर पावना, फाल्यां मोडे बघू व्हरतले.
हय सामकें आसा सामकें आसा.
म्हणजे हें सांगपा आसा आनी पुलिसांक मातशें सादूर रावपा दिता हांव.
ना हे पुलीस पळोवपा दिसता की हे हितूनूच इनवॉल्व आहा काय म्हणून.
म्हाका दिसता हे पुलीस हितूंकूय इनवॉल्व आहा. कळ्ळें तुका हेंचो हफ्तो पावता. आतां जालें पावणे वर जावन सुद्दां आजून पुलीस पावूंक ना हांगा. कळ्ळें तुका. आनी वयल्यान कितली 500 मिटर हें आहा पुलीस स्टेशन नियर बाय. तरी पूण पुलीस पावूंक ना. हें कितें समजोवपा आतां. आनी लोकांनी फोन केला.
Story by Sagun Gaude for Herald TV.
The cell phone is a companion students in the past have never had. For how many hours do students use the cell phones and for what purpose? What do they watch on their cell phones? And do cell phones help students in their studies or are they a distraction? Let's find out.
Some students use cell phone for a few hours, some for 8 hours, some all day. Most students said cell phones are useful for studies and not a distraction. Most students watch movies, Instagram reels and TV shows on their cell phones.
Approx 6 to 8 hours a day.
Okay. Do you find it difficult to focus on studies due to your phone?
No, while I study I use my phone for beats and all or any information to gather.
6 hours a day I would say on average. Do you find it difficult to focus on studies due to cell phone? Yes, I do because I feel like nowadays everything is on social media and on your phone. Like Netflix and TV shows and web series, everything is on your phone. So you can be stuck binge watching for a long.
It varies. If I'm busy, it's less than an hour. It varies. If I'm busy, it's less than an hour. Otherwise, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, depending what I'm doing.
YouTube, Spotify, Instagram.
Do you find your cell phone useful or helpful for studies and in what way?
I don't really find it useful for studies.
I consume a lot of Instagram reels and also I watch Netflix and Amazon. Right.
Is your cell phone useful, helpful for studies in any way?
Yes, it is actually very helpful because you can just watch like study with me videos. You can always listen to music. Also keeping it on airplane mode is very beneficial.
Movies, Instagram and YouTube.
Is your cell phone useful, helpful in studies?
Yes.
And in which ways?
Especially during this pandemic times, I feel my phone was the only option with me because I was more close to my phone than my friends because I should download the notes and I should from the phone only and study from the phone more than the notes.
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
The director of Lions International PMJF Lion K. Vamsidhar Babu and PMJF Lion K. Shanti felicitated the doctors and nurses who worked along with the Lions Club of Kandulim in administering the COVID vaccine to the public. There was also launching of the Pediatric Cancer Awareness Drive, the inauguration of District Office 2023-2024 and the Medical Center of the Lions Club of Kandulim. The charter for Lions Diabetes Specialty Club was presented and past district governors were honoured.
Lions International Director PMJF Lion K. Vamsidhar Babu and PMJF Lion K. Shanti felicitated doctors and nurses at the Lions Club of Kandulim. Doctors and nurses had helped in reaching out to people during COVID pandemic. Pediatric Cancer Awareness Drive was also launched at Lions Club Kandulim. Charter for Lions Diabetes Specialty Club also presented.
This membership approach is driven by the three aspects of regenerating districts with new clubs, revitalizing clubs with new members, and re-motivating existing members with fellowship and exciting service activities. This was a program which was launched on a trial basis in 2018-19 in USA. Last year, this was brought as a trial project in CA6 with a couple of districts. In our multiple, we had 317A and E as pilot districts. 1st of July 2022, this is going to be launched globally, which is again, we're looking forward to a lot of benefits out of this.
And the most dynamic of the lot, who decided to really battle the event hands-on, was our MLA, our member of the Legislative Assembly, lion Michael Lobo, who approached our secretary, another lion, Blaise Fernandez. Sorry? Sarpanch, sorry. Our Sarpanch of the village of Kandali, lion Blaise Fernandez. And the two of them together approached Xavier and us in the Lions Club. Through, I might add, a lot of backdoor push from our lion Joan Fernandez, or D'Souza, as we keep remembering of her as Fernandez. And what happened next is history. Because that small push that happened at that time really grew into something which was tremendous. The kind of work that happened in that COVID vaccination drive was so good that everybody in Goa talks about, when they talk about Lions Clubs, they talk about the vaccinations in Kandali. And for that, I must compliment our president and the team, Lion Xavier, great job.
Discussion with Lion Xavier about pediatric cancer, and we are already planning on how to go about it, how to raise the funds and how to help the people, doctor, and we are always there with the Lions Club of Kandali to help you.
Story by Prakash Gadekar for Herald TV.
So that's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. And for more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.